Hello students, welcome back to English 2 class. I hope you all are well at home by the grace of Almighty. I am Tanaka Murshid, assistant teacher of Square Kindergarten. Today our topic is weak verb. Do you know which verbs are called weak verbs? Today we'll learn about this. Students, when we read or write, sometimes we see some verbs take D or T in their past and past participle form. But some verbs change the letters in their past or past participle form. Some examples will make you clear. I see a bird. This is my present action. When I want to express about my past action, I have to use the past form of the verb. I saw a bird yesterday. So, this is my past action. And saw is the past form of the verb see. Students, do you notice any differences? Yes. Saw spelling is different from see. And pronunciation is also different. I had seen a bird before you came. Here, seen is the past participle form of the verb see. When we want to express about the two actions of the past, we need to use the past participle form of the verb. So, see is present form, saw past form, and seen past participle form. Now, let's discuss with another example. I spent some moment there. This is my present action. I spent some moment there. This is my past action. Do you notice any difference? Yes, the differences is between the spelling. The present form of the verb spent is spent and the ending letter is D. But the past form of the verb spent, the ending letter is T. Though the pronunciation is almost same. I had spent some moment there before you came. So, spent is also the past participle form of the verb spend. Spent present form, spent past form, and spent is also past participle form. In order to understand this properly, we have to look back in our previous class of strong verb. In our class of strong verbs, we know that strong verbs are those verbs that either change their middle vowel or add n, any in their past and past participle form. Like see, saw, seen. The past form of the verb see is saw. You see, the middle vowel is changed. And the past participle form is seen. Here, n is added with the present form see. So, see is a strong verb. Similarly, eat, ate, eaten, go, went, gone, take, took, taken, etc. are the examples of strong verbs. So, what about spend? There is no middle vowel change in the past form and no n or en or n is added in the past participle form, not in past form. So, spend is not a strong verb. It is weak verb. Today we will learn more about this. So after doing this class, we will be able to identify weak verbs. We will also learn to change the weak verbs into their past and past participle form. We'll learn when we should use the past form and past participle form of the verbs. So, are you ready to learn? Let's start. Some ways to identify weak verbs. There are some verbs which do not have D or T in their ending letter, but they add D or T when they are in past form or past participle form. These verbs are weak verbs. For example, I dream every day in my sleep. This is my everyday activity. But if I want to tell you about my past action, I dreamt last night. So, you see, in the spelling of dream, in the ending letter, there is no D or T. But when I have written the past form, I have added T. So, this type of verbs are weak verbs. Can you give an example of this type of verbs? Yes, like light, agree, agreed, build, etc. Another way to identify weak verbs. There are some verbs which have D in the ending letter, but they omit D and add T when they are in past form or past participle form. Those verbs are weak verbs. Like, I send you letters. I sent you letters last year. So you see, students, the present form of the verb send, last letter is D. But in the past form, we have to omit D and we have to add T. Can you give more examples of this type of verbs? Yes, like spend, spent, bend, bent, lend, lent, etc. So these types of verbs are, yes, weak verbs. There are some verbs which add D or ed when they are in past and past participle form. These type of verbs are also weak verbs. Like, every day I boil water. This is my everyday action. What about my past action? I boiled some water yesterday. So you see, students, in the past form of the verb boil, I have just added ed. So this type of verbs are also weak verbs. Like believe, believed, borrow, borrowed, etc. Another way to identify weak verbs. There are some verbs which have D or T in the ending letter and they cut down their middle vowel in the past and past participle form. These verbs are also weak verbs. For example, I meet with my friends every day. I met with my friends yesterday. So you see, the past form of the verb meet is met and the change is only in the middle vowel. One middle vowel is cut. I hope you are clear now. There are some more verbs like this: shoot, shot, fit, fit, etc. There are some verbs of which present, past and past participle forms are the same. This type of verbs are weak verbs. For example, every day I put my keys here. But yesterday I put my keys there. Students, do you notice any difference? No. The past form of the verb put and the present form is same. Their pronunciation is same and their spelling is also same. So this type of verbs are also weak verbs. Can you give example of this type of verbs? Yes, like shat, shat, cat, cat, set, set, hit, hit, etc. I hope you are clear now. Now I have prepared some home practice for you. Write the past and past participle form of these weak verbs. Call, learn, burn, feel, hurt. And submit to the comment box or to my personal ID. Students, today after this, enjoy your time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.